It's being called a breakthrough in Alzheimer's research. Researchers say they have discovered a gene mutation that can protect some people from Alzheimer's.
Researchers are hoping that this is going to stop the disease, and we're joined now by Dr. Murray Raskind from the University of Washington Alzheimer's Disease Research Center and Bob Leroy, CEO and President of the Alzheimer's Association's local chapter. It is so nice to have both of you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, well, first of all, how exactly does this gene mutation work? What is the breakthrough we're talking about here?
Well, this is very interesting. What we found previously, both in our center and in others, is that there are unusual mutations that make Alzheimer's disease more common, so increase the risk. This is extremely unusual. This is a new mutation that protects against Alzheimer's disease. And although it's rare, people who have this mutation, and the study was done in Iceland, so this mutation occurs more commonly in the Scandinavian population, are protected against getting Alzheimer's disease. If we can figure out how this protection works, that is the road towards very important new treatments.
How many people are affected by this disease? And not counting, I'm assuming, the families who are dealing with this right now, because this is a pretty prevalent problem.
Yes. Well, the best estimate is that over the age of 80, approximately 30% of people have Alzheimer's disease, which makes it a real epidemic in later life.
So why is the Alzheimer's community so excited about this piece of news?
This is the first time we found a clue towards something that is really a prevention. We've been working backwards from clues that tell us about what makes the disease more prevalent or makes the risk higher. So this works in the opposite direction. It also confirms some of the work that we've been doing in clinical trials, both at our Alzheimer's Disease Research Center and around the country, that trying to reduce the amount of this toxic protein called beta amyloid in the brain is an important path toward treatment discovery.
So, Bob, as the head of the local chapter, how does it feel to be seeing new advancements in this? I mean, this must be huge.
Well, it's terribly important for us because we've been able to offer very little other than what we determine to be help and hope for the individuals and families. You know, we estimate that there are probably nearly 150,000 folks in Washington state who are currently living with Alzheimer's or related dementia, and there are probably another 350,000 or more who care for them, mostly loved ones, mostly unpaid, and we expect those numbers to triple by mid-century.
The discovery of this gene mutation is big news, making headlines around the world, but there's a lot of work being done now in research and testing. Can you talk about some of the work that's being done at the UW and around the world? Yeah,
that's correct. At the University of Washington and at our clinical site at the VA Puget Sound Healthcare Center, where I work and our clinical team works, we are doing clinical trials right now that are directed towards reducing through various pathways this toxic beta amyloid in the brain.
What can we do now to stave off Alzheimer's potentially in the future?
Right now, the best things we can do are the same protective approaches we use for heart disease. Trying to keep our weight under control, controlling high blood pressure, and exercising, both mentally and physically. But also, if people are in the early stages of Alzheimer's disease, they can contribute to the effort to find new treatments by participating in clinical trials. That's a crucial need for the entire population, is to have people who have the problem or normal people who can act as controls or comparison subjects to participate in our trials at our Alzheimer's Center as well as other trials where they live.
So for families who are watching right now, are you saying there is hope? Because I know for a lot of us, we've had family members that have dealt with this, and it is so difficult. It's really hard to explain to people who don't understand.
Absolutely, there is hope, and as Murray suggests, there are opportunities to participate in moving the research forward. The association has a wonderful interactive online tool called TrialMatch. So individuals can go online and go through a process, fill out a profile, talk with one of our care professionals, and try to map over to clinical trials that are currently open and running and available. One of the challenges for us is it often takes several months to fill a clinical trial, and so it slows the research process significantly.
Gentlemen, thank you for your time. Good to have you today. And by the way, you can find out more about Alzheimer's research by visiting Dr. Murray Raskind's website. That is uwadrc.org. And Bob Leroy with the Alzheimer's Association, that website, alzwa.org. Gentlemen, good to have you.
Good, thank you.
Both
Thank you
very
so
much.